Hi guys, my name is Jason. I'd just like to introduce myself. This is going to be my first ever video on YouTube, and it's all going to be about this caravan which I have bought. Just like to show you around it, and you can probably answer some questions for me in the comments. I must say the caravan was very cheap, and it's got a bit of damp which needs quite a lot of repairs. So if I just stop the video and I can start another video on the side for you. So this is the caravan. It's around 1995, 1996 ABI award North Star. It's a 4-berth single axle. As you can see, it's in pretty good shape on the outside. It's got a few cracks here and there, mainly one on the A-frame on the cover. It needs a new cover. Some small cracks. I don't know whether you can see that, guys, but there's a little crack in the corner where the reflector is. It's the same on the other side too. It's the old style roof, the classic style with the seam right up the middle, which some people like. This gives you a bit more headroom inside, I suppose, and lets the water run off better than some of the flat roof caravans. It's got the old style carver, I believe it is, but it got taken over by Truma. This is the Cascade 2 with the crystal water filter. You can see it's got the big window there because the layout inside has got an L-shaped lounge, which is quite nice. One of the reasons why I bought the caravan. Quite a long caravan. It's around 18 foot in the body and around 21 foot in total length with the A-frame. There is a little bit of damage on the rear end. This, I was told, was done by a fence that gone into it. Then the patch is a lot bigger than what the actual damage is. But if I can go into more depth now with the caravan, you can see if I push, there's no strength left in the timber of the caravan. I don't know whether you can see that, guys, moving. I'm pushing it, but the whole thing is flexing, which is a good sign of the framework, the wooden framework inside the caravan. It's a bit awkward to video around the back of the caravan because it is right up to the back of the house, but as you can see, there's another little crack on the corner. All these little things can be repaired with fiberglass and stuff. As for the damp, good ways of telling normally is on the awning rail. If you push the awning rail, it's tight there, but as you get further back, there's a little bit of movement in the awning rail, which is a good sign of the screws going into the timber and no longer holding no more. That's probably the main cause of this bit of damp on the back. If not, it could be the locker door leaking for the toilet. It could also be the vent for the shower. Very unlikely is this one because there is actually an overlap of the aluminium on this joint here. The water generally runs straight down unless it can go through the screws, but it all looks to be tight and sealed. The roof is not the best. It's been filled up with mastic where this big rear plastic valance joins the aluminium, which has caused a leak inside the roof as well. If we go further along, I can show you the chimney. and that's meant to have a cap on it, a cover like a cowl, and it's missing, which has probably been letting water down the chimney. As we go back around the caravan, we can have a look at the other side. This side is probably in better condition than the other side. Yeah, everything is tight. Well, the awning wheel starts to get a little bit of movement there as we go up the caravan. We're looking for a lot of movement in the awning rail, because that's a good sign of a leak. This types of excuse me guys, it's a bit hard to stretch up here. That's the actual join there. Most caravans have a join around halfway. As you can see, that goes all the way back down to the front. Right, we'll go back to the join and start working our way along. And here we're starting to get quite a lot of movement in the rail here. In fact, there's so much movement I can probably move it a couple of mil. And as I'm moving it, there's bits of stuff falling out. That's going to be the main leak. Well, one of the main leaks is our awning rail, which a lot of people tend to ignore when it comes to caravans. Awning rail's going to leak as much as skylights and anything else is going to leak. But apart from that, it's in really good shape for a caravan of such age. The next step is I'll be taking you inside to show you guys and see what it looks like. There we go. Can't really get the door open very far because of the house in the way. And just pull this out. I can step in and show you. This is the layout where there's a partition right across the back, which separates the main caravan from what's to be a toilet and a shower, a hand basin and a wardrobe, and it's a bit of a changing room in the back end of the caravan. I'll probably show you that bit first. It's a little bit dark because I've got no electric powered up at the moment. Hopefully you can all see. But this is where the main problem is in the caravan. Maybe I should do this with some lighting. It's rather dark in here. But the main problem we've got is this wall here. I know it's in a right state. I showed you the awning rail on the outside with a bit of movement, and what's happened was totally this paper they put onto the plywood just started to peel off, which is a sign of the plywood getting soaking wet. It feels dry at the moment, and I think someone have tried to seal it up and it's probably sorted the leak, but it was too late. So the back wall looks okay. It's just this side wall and the back of the shower wall where it joins that bad wall is all solid too. Right, let's take you round to the front of the caravan. So it's quite a big caravan. I pulled the cushions out a little bit to show some of the damage from the water. But here we have a side dinette, which also acts as a bunk bed as well above. But this wall is badly stained and water has been running down the ceiling and running straight down inside that cupboard there. As you can see, the The ceiling is flexing, which is a good sign of the timber frames inside all gone rotten. This is a small cupboard for the tables and things. If I had some light, I could show you down the back of that cupboard and show you that there's that same wall going through. This wall is quite badly stained, probably be halfway up the side dinette. There's 2 ceiling panels in total which will need replacing. Lucky enough, there's plenty of joins with the plastic trim, which just pops the front cap off, and there's a second part to it behind, but available to buy at the moment. All the cupboards, there's a little bit of staining to this wall as well, but then if you look back up, it's due to the ceiling again, coming back up to the centre, and the water must have been running downwards inside the ceiling and coming down on this seal, rubber seal. The wall itself is still quite hard, there's no sponginess in it, but it's just badly stained, and we'd have to do something with that. Can't be left like that, it looks terrible. Up front, side walls are absolutely perfect, and I mean there is no signs of any damp whatsoever. It's really, well, there's a couple of marks there, but it's not damp as such. You have to remember, guys, this is a really old caravan. It's over 20 years old. But I've had a good look around these windows. You can't really see much with the cassette blinds in the way, but there's a good shot of the front panel, which is solid. So someone have kept an eye on window seals and outside fittings, etc. Again, there's a few stains, but then we're getting down into a bad part of the caravan here. This have gone quite badly. It's really soft to the touch, and it does feel a little bit wet. But again, we did get some movement on that front right awning rail, which I believe is the main cause of this. This window, I don't think that was the cause, because it's absolutely bone dry. It's just below there as we go back forward. It's going to need a new panel in there, but lucky enough, the panel I think only runs to this furniture. It starts there, goes across the window, probably goes behind actually. We can probably see inside the back of the fire cupboard. I've taken the front off the fire because the handle was all loose, but I've managed to put it back where it connects. The rod connects lower down, and it does turn and switch off and on now. I've not tried it yet, but I can do that in another video. If you look inside, there is a join for that first board. It does come quite way into there, so all this cupboard would have to be moved right up there so we can get to that panel if need be. Let's go back. I can't really show you much more now, but I would appreciate your comments if you've got any. I can probably show you in this cupboard actually. This is quite bad. It's quite bad in there. Just wish I had another light. I will do another video with some light, to be honest with you. But the water have run down inside that cupboard, and I believe it's gone down the outside of the wall, and it's gone inside the cupboard itself. There's a couple of brackets inside there which have gone rusty, but it's sat on the water have run onto the base of the cupboard, and it's come outside, it's come through and it's totally rotted all this plinth on the front, which can easily be taken off and renewed. The actual cupboard is solid wood, believe it or not, but the plinth is like a paper covered MDF, which would have to be renewed. I've been looking for wall panels and discovered you can buy the actual paper that the manufacturers use to cover the panels, which works out a lot cheaper. I'm unable to find the perfect match for the ceiling at the moment. It's got like a pearlescent sort of effect to it. All that seems to be available at the moment is like a white swirl plaster looking board, or even the paper they do as well, which you can use bonding agent and correctly bond the paper to 3mm ply. It's probably something which I am going to do, is work out a lot cheaper. The boards are quite expensive to buy ready manufactured, and it's probably not worth spending that kind of money on an old caravan. Obviously I want to try and do all the repairs to look original. Yeah, but that's it guys. The old caravan is in a sad state, but I think it's worth doing. Let me know in the comments what you think. Something else I've mentioned here, haven't mentioned, is the material. Well, someone had been trying to pull up the cushion to buy the material, and it's broken the seam away from the bottom. I don't know what you can see there. You can see all the foam inside. That's one base seat that'll need a repair, and obviously the other seat looks good until you get round the other side. And what's happened, I can get in there and show you, but it's been against that damp wall and it's gone crumbly and hauled, and it needs a side panel put into it to repair it. The actual edging of the seat is all still good. It's not wet, it's not damp, it doesn't smell, but that's it. It's been up against our wall. If it weren't an L-shaped lounge, it would have the normal caravan protector or headboard, whatever they call it, here, which keeps the cushions away from the main wall. If that would have been the case, the other side, it wouldn't have done that to the seat. But we can repair that, get that repaired. All the blinds all work perfectly. They all run up and down as they should. There's fly screen and blackout blinds all around the caravan. The whole caravan has got, even the skylights got the blackout and the fly screen. So I'll be doing a few more videos over the next few weeks or months, and I'll be getting stuck into the repairs hopefully. Let me know what you think guys. Leave some comments in the comment section, and hopefully I can answer them and start taking your advice. Bye guys.